Hello students, in this video we will learn the poetry Fire and Ice written by Robert Frost. So let's begin it. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. In these lines, the poet says that there are two theories held by the general populace about how the world will be destroyed. The first of these theories states that fire will cause the apocalypse to happen. That is to say, the earth's core will heat up to an exceedingly high temperature. Then, the heat will eventually reach the surface of the planet, and then everything on the surface will be incinerated beyond repair. The second theory says just the opposite. Instead of destruction by heat, this theory believes that the world will freeze till all the species of flora and fauna inhabiting it become extinct once and for all. Hence, this theory is based on the power of ice to obliterate living conditions on Earth. The poet is aware of both these theories and will now proceed to weigh them against each other. The poet tries to outline the merits of the first theory, the theory about destruction of the earth by fire. He equates fire with the human passion and desire. He also says that he is quite familiar with this concept of desire and knows what actions it is capable of producing in human beings. With this knowledge in mind, the poet frankly confesses that he agrees with those people who believe that the world will be burned to a cinder. Now let's move to the last stanza. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. In these lines, the poet goes on to talk about the second theory, the theory about the destruction of earth by ice. He does not discredit the first theory about fire or withdraw his support for its greater possibility in causing the apocalypse. He simply considers what might happen if the earth were to be destroyed a second time. He is sure that the second time ice and the freezing temperatures it causes will be enough to destroy the earth as nearly and effectively as fire previously had. The poet then compares ice with hatred. He says that hatred is also an emotion that he is familiar with, and he knows what kind of fanaticism can arise from hatred. With this knowledge, he comes to the conclusion that both an ice age and the coldness in man's heart can cause the apocalypse for a second time. Now let's focus on the summary of the poem. The speaker weighs up two different scenarios for the end of the world. Some people think the world will end in fire, whereas others think ice is more likely. Based on the speaker's experiences with desire, he or she tends to agree with those who believe fire is more likely scenario. If the world were to end twice, however, the speaker feels that based on his or her knowledge of human hatred, ice will be an equally powerful method of destruction and would do the job sufficiently. So with this, we come to an end of today's video. We'll meet you in the very next. Thank you.